Hey y'all, I had to say y'all because I'm visiting Tough Cookie in Texas, and when in Texas, do as the Texans do. So, hey y'all.
Hey y'all.
I'm Gets there, my hiking partner,
Tough Cookie.
and we met in 2018 and hiked 2 years together. So I came down to visit her, get in some Tough Cookie time, rejuvenate my soul a little bit, and start doing some logistics for our next hike, which is in about a month and a half.
About 6 weeks.
We're doing the PCT southbound this time. It's a little exciting, a little nerve wracking. But anyhow, we've spent the past couple days, 3 or 4 days, hiking every day, talking about our gear. And as we're talking about our gear, we started thinking, we've experienced a lot of things with our gear. We've been through a lot of trial and error. So I was like, hey, we've never talked about our gear really. Like I've talked a lot about the hiking experiences and videos and in my daily blogging. And Tough Cookie takes amazing pictures of the nature and the scenes that we're going through. And me. She takes a lot of pictures of my butt, my ass. Yeah, that one.
The backside.
The backside.
I'm her personal photographer.
True, so true. I write, she takes the pictures. It works out great.
Yes,
like our hiking partnership does.
Yes, it does.
So anyhow, we figured that we finally talk about our gear because we've both gotten a lot of questions over the years about our gear. So here it is. Today's video will be on the big three. In the Thru-hiking community, the big three is known as what, Tough Cookie?
It is known as your shelter, your pack, and your sleep system.
Yeah, and they call those the big three because those are the three you're mostly going to be relying on. That's what you're carrying, that's your safety, that's your comfort, that's your warmth, keeps you alive out there, and it's where you're probably going to spend the bulk of your hiking budget. So we'll go over our big three today, kind of our trial and error, what landed us on what we have, and hopefully you'll get some good information if you're looking to change gear or start out with some gear. So we'll start with the pack. Those who have been following me know that I've gone through 3 packs in 4 years. I started with a Circuit ULA, and then I went to a Granite gear. And I made that switch because my ULA was just one big tube, and I wanted the hood feature, which the Granite gear had. And the Granite gear also had the zipper right here so that you could access the bottom of your pack without pulling everything out. That was really intriguing for me. However, I never used it. So it turned out to be something I thought I wanted, and it wasn't practical for me on trail. So I saw this one at PCT Days in 2020, and I first started drooling over it because of the sexy colors. For me, on trail, color is important. Color makes me happy, and I just love the happy feeling I get when I see this sexy pack and the colors. There were some other things, of course, that made me make the switch. The major one being that it was a lot lighter than my last pack. This one weighs in at 24 ounces. The things that I'm giving up are my hip belts. This one has no hip belts, and I did use my hip belts daily.
Hip pocket.
Pocket. This is the hip belt, my hip pocket.
Right.
I use daily. I had snacks on one side and my potty bag on the other. So those were that was a trade-off I really had to think about, whether I wanted to give that up for the weight and for this pack. And ultimately I decided to add a fanny pack to my system in the hopes that the fanny pack would take over some of my hip pocket features. We've had discussions on how I'm going to use my fanny pack because TC has always hiked with one. And that may take a little bit of adjusting. Like I'm not going to put my snacks and my potty bag in the same fanny pack pocket for obvious reasons. So I'll have to figure a lot of that out. But yeah, my hip pockets were one thing I missed when I switched to this pack. The one major benefit, aside from the lightness, was it has this outside mesh pocket. TC has hiked with an outside mesh pocket, and I've always been kind of envious of all the crap that she was able to just shove back here as I'm trying to find a spot for it inside my pack. So that was really appealing to me. This one is it's from Light AF, and honestly, I just love the name of the company. So I was glad to have a reason to support a company with a name like Light AF. This is the 40-liter curved Dyneema. It actually has a 55
55-liter capacity.
55-liter capacity, so 40 on the inside and then 15 on all the outside pocket areas. So I've done some training hikes with it. We took it out yesterday with like almost a full loaded pack. Really comfortable. I did learn torso size matters with my other 2 packs. I got a long torso size and it was always riding on my ass, which I didn't know was not supposed to be a thing until I put this one on. And I was like, this doesn't ride on my ass.
The pack fits right. And if
Go
you,
figure.
yes, you are amazed when you have a pack that fits your body.
It makes a world of difference. So I am really excited. I'm really excited to go out with this pack. TC, tell us about yours.
I carry the Z-Packs Arc Blast. It is a 55-liter pack made out of the same type of Dyneema, not as sexy as hers, but it has features that I really have grown to love, 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 love. So mine of 55 liters is a combination of the back, side pockets just like hers, but the dimensions of my internal pack is, I have just a little bit of extra room, maybe like 2 liters extra, which we have found as we've been practicing loading our gear, that 2 liters does make a difference. So where I was like, oh yeah, you're just gonna put this in and then this in and this in, she's like, that doesn't fit that way for me. So
we do have to pack different.
We do have to, even the dimensions are similar, the total capacity is the same, they don't ride the same. So some of the major features of mine is, yes, I do have this very large stretchy compartment. I have added right now to try a Z-Pack shock cord that kind of goes over the top of the stretchy compartment because I have a sit pad that I like to include here. I've been always carrying it on the bottom straps that are included, and honestly, I hated that because then my pack has to lay down into the dirt to put the pad in there, and it wasn't easy to access all the time. So I'm trying this right now. So far, I love it. And if I decide that this is what I'm going on trail with, I will be removing the bottom one. And I am notoriously known for cutting stuff off my pack. I do it all the time. So I have that. I really love this. She's like she told you, it's amazing. One thing I have added this year is a top side pocket. It's another little stretchy compartment, and it actually, it's almost 3-liter capacity. And that is amazing. But what I like it for is, I always have an issue with where I'm gonna put my cook system, my cook pot, my gas, my stove. And so this really intrigued me because it fits my cook system. Does that mean that's the only thing I'm gonna use it for? Probably not, because I started thinking about, this is a great place to put wet clothes, drying out after even just hand washing socks, whatever. It can hold almost anything. So even on the AZT, when we had a 7-liter water carry, this would have come in very handy for a big pouch of water. So I'm enjoying this so far. The other features that I have added, because when you buy a Z-Packs pack, it is just a pack. It does not have hip pockets. The hip belt is replaceable. I found out, yeah, hers is all
that
intact.
Might be a problem.
In 2020, I lost so much waist circumference that I bottomed out. I couldn't tighten my hip belt anymore. So I had to order another size down and they're replaceable. Wonderful, wonderful feature. So that's one of the really big pluses of the Z-Packs. This, I've added 2 things to the shoulders. The first one,
I added that also.
She just ordered this today, is a shoulder pouch which has a zipper. It's waterproof, water resistant, waterproof pretty much because it's Dyneema, and it also has a little stretchy compartment, again another stretchy compartment in the front. One of the things that we've been talking about is, what are we going to use this pocket for? We both put our cell phones in there. We put our ear plugs or earbuds, a wallet, we put our chapstick. This front pocket can come in very handy for lots of things, but one of the things that we've talked about is we both carry a Garmin Mini InReach, and it's nice to have it close by right there. But when we do crossings of water, things like that, where we might become separated from our packs, we do hook those to our bodies or put them in our fanny packs. So
ridge hiking in snow, if you're to tumble your back, you could lose items from your pack. So you want your garment on your body.
You want it on your body, or your fanny pack is a great place for it. And then this is a Z-Pack's water bottle sleeve. Gets theirs is sewn into hers, and so it's in one place, and we're finding that she's having to adjust her shoulder straps
under my arm,
so it comes out from under her
literally.
arm and she can get to it. My Z-Pack's add-ons are adjustable all the way up and down, so wherever I like them. But they do ride a little high because I'm a female and I have stuff to go over. So they ride high, but I like it there. This can hold a 1 liter smart bottle. I do not recommend that because it hits you in the face every time you turn to the side. So I carry a 700 milliliter regular little water bottle, and it doesn't fall out every time you bend over. I mean, it's really been very, very handy to have water right here. I don't have to worry about reaching in the back of my pack, and sometimes your pack is not conducive to grabbing something because you have trekking poles or you have a sun umbrella, or there's lots of stuff you might have here to impede getting your water. So
just a side note, that's a great thing about hiking with a partner is you can be like, hey, can you grab from my back, and then just kind of turn your body, they grab it, they put it back. So having hiked solo before, that's a good advantage to hiking with other people.
it is kind of nice. It is really nice. And then
The fanny pack.
the fanny pack. I do have my fanny pack. Oh, it's inside my bag, I think. I have a Z-Pack's fanny pack. It's called a FUPA, front utility pouch. And it's two multiple things in one. It's a fanny pack that you can wear around your waist independently of your pack, which is how I prefer to do it. So that when I take my pack off, it never leaves my body. It's always there. The first year I had it, it has a system where you can hook your waist belt, your pack belt.
Hated it.
I could never get it clasped, and it took forever, and I was just...
There may have been lots of swearing.
There was a lot of swear words involved. So once I started using it as an independent fanny pack, mine's 1.7 liters, and so I keep an inhaler. I keep snacks. Sometimes I keep ibuprofen in here in case I get a headache. I have reading glasses. I don't wear my regular glasses on trail, so I keep reading glasses in here, easily accessible. And then when we do those water crossings or things like that, I can put my Garmin in here. It's just invaluable as a little bit of extra space, and honestly it's helped even out the weight of our packs and what we carry, and not having to dig into your pack for your snacks or your lunch or whatever, because it can fit up here. So this has been a great addition, and I'm glad that Gets There has decided that
We'll
that's...
see.
Well, she doesn't know how she's going to use hers yet. She knows what she wants to use it for, and of course, just like anything, it takes trial and error.
Once you're on trail, you figure it out.
So the differences in our pack. So my pack weight total with all these accessories and my front fanny pack is 1.53 pounds or 24.63 ounces. So compared to my first backpack was 6 pounds
I think
by
Ryan
itself.
was right about that too.
Yeah. So we've really lightened up a lot.
Well,
And
we've lightened up our gear.
our gear. Yeah, we haven't lost weight, but we've lost gear weight.
Oh no,
so
we lost weight. We just gained it
back. Yeah. So, and you told your total.
My total is 1.78 pounds or 28.48 ounces.
So
We're both happy with that.
we're very happy with these weights. I've carried mine for this will be my 3rd hiking season, and honestly, I have no reason to go to any other backpack for me.
She's happy where she's landing.
Very happy, and I'm not going to say that every product I've ever purchased from Z-Packs has been without warranty needs. I have had a few things. One of the biggest things that happened was
Your Fritos.
my Fritos. So those of you that know me on trail
Lots of Fritos.
know that I eat Fritos 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and if I didn't have a trail name, it would be Fritos. So I carry my full bag of Fritos after we resupply in this stretchy part in the back. Now, one of the downsides to having food in your stretchy compartment is we go to places where they don't let us bring our backpacks inside. Restaurants sometimes, stores, I mean anywhere, and we don't leave them unattended, but we were at a restaurant in Lassen National Park, and it was leaning up against against a wall. It was a restaurant wall, and we were literally sitting a few feet from it. But I had this section up against the wall, and this is all we could see. When I went to get my pack,
No, some guy yelled.
oh, I guess, yeah, somebody yelled.
There's
Hey,
a chipmunk over here.
ate through my webbing
Big old hole.
and got Fritos. Chewed through the bag and was eating freely my Fritos.
I don't know if she was more upset about the hole or the Fritos.
I was really upset about my Fritos because then I was contaminated. I wasn't going to eat that. So I had some other warranty work done on my Z-Packs at the end of that season, and I sent it in. I had sewn the hole up on trail using some dental floss, and that worked really well because it worked great. But when I got my pack from the warranty work done back from Z-Packs, they had fixed the hole in my pack, and that was really nice. I didn't ask them to do that. I was thinking, that's not warranty work, that's just stupidity on my part. But when you have food on the outside of your pack, animals are drawn to it. I'm all through all my hikes, I have been shooing off squirrels, chipmunks, lizards, whatever. They are trying to get in this pack. So that's the one thing, is I got to keep reminding myself that there's food there. I cannot let the squirrels and chipmunks get it. So other than that, Z-Pack, the cottage companies that we've been using to get our gear from as a whole, we've been very satisfied with, because the service is just incredible. Okay, I think that's it for our backpack, and now we'll move on to our our shelter systems.